You see, some people in life think like love in this generation doesn't really exist anymore, but actually, it does. Like true love in this generation, it exists. It's just love can be dangerous, it can be weird, it can be confusing, and it can be something like unexpected. But you can't just like find love out of nowhere. You just have to wait till when love comes to you. Love is usually common with like friends and family. Like if you meet a new friend, then that's how love comes quickly. But whenever when you want to have a boyfriend or girlfriend, that's when love takes forever. And I know people that are like my age or like 3 years younger than me, and they're in relationships, and I'm proud of them. Like true love is rare. True love is not common. It's rare, and it just happens completely unexpectedly. And like I've always hated it whenever like people would say like why aren't you trying to get a girlfriend? Why don't you ever have a girlfriend? That's children right there. That's like completely that's children right there. And I've been through that, and I keep telling them this: true love is rare. And then sometimes they just want to listen to me because they're children, and that's what children say. They would always be like, "You gotta get a girlfriend, man. You definitely got to get a girlfriend." And I'm all like, "Huh, children." And like that's the whole thing too, because you don't really need a girlfriend just to be cool. And getting a girlfriend is not a goal. It happens because like true love just is unexpected, and it can be it's confusing, and it can be, and sometimes true love can be dangerous. Like you can like have a girlfriend, but she actually doesn't love you. Then she falls in love with somebody else, and after that she cheats on you, and then you fall into a deep down on depression. That's the whole thing about love in this generation. Like it's like this generation, not everybody loves this generation. I don't even love this generation. Like it's like this generation these days is like not as good. Like we're in generation alpha, and the next generation I know is generation beta, and I'm like, dude, where the heck are they coming up with these generation names? The last generation we were in was generation Z, and I'm from generation Z, born in 2004. And the thing is, like the fact that like I'm from Gen Z, but this is what everybody says about Gen Z. Gen Z is literally the saddest generation, and every generation is sad completely. Like every generation that people have lived in is sad, like completely. And the fact that like we live in a world that everybody is like sad, and like some people just want to like commit suicide and stuff like that, and that stuff is sad because like when people commit suicide, it's usually because of love or alcohol or drug overdose. And even when you know that it's your loved one, it's sad really. Like every single time when you always want to have true love, you want to be like, man, dude, I want a girlfriend so bad, but there's nothing really you can do about it. I mean, dude, whenever when you see your friends have a girlfriend, and if you want to have one, then you can't. Like there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And that's the whole thing too. Like these days, there's some girls that want to go after the guys that have like big muscles, or they have a nice car, or they have like a nice setup, or they're just not like how they are. Like everybody always says that like I'm a nice, kind guy, and like everybody loves me and stuff like that. And I don't even have a girlfriend, and everyone in Malvern knows me. Everybody in East Canada knows me. People in Strasbourg know me. And then I remember this one coworker asked me, "Do you have a girlfriend?" And I was like, "No." And then she was like, "You should. You're so kind." And I'm like, I don't think love in this generation really like love in this generation does exist. It's just different. Like it's like absolutely different. Like love, you just gotta be careful with love. You gotta be careful with the girl who you're going after, because like she might do something too completely like unexpected. Like she might date you maybe for like a couple months, and then she would cheat on you, and then she would or she would just break up with you for no reason at all. Some girls might use you for some things because they're girls, and that's the whole thing about that. Like it is hard to be single, but you gotta be used to it, because like you can't always get the love what you want, and like we all know we want to have a girlfriend, but you can't just like get a girlfriend whenever you want. You just gotta give it time. And this is what people always say: it doesn't matter what someone looks like, it matters about the personality. That's another thing too. Some people don't even care about like personality. They just want to date someone for looks. Like there's some people will be like, she's flat. I don't want to date her. And I've had this happen to a friend too. And I told him this, dude, it doesn't matter if she's flat or not. It only matters about the personality. And that's even the whole thing too. Because what if she was mean to you? What if you dated a hot girl that was like that was like beautiful, and then like you think that like she absolutely loved you? But what if she was mean to you? Like what if she did so much stuff to you, like for no reason? Like for example, like what if you gave her a gift and she didn't appreciate it? What if she was like, dude, like, come on now, really? This is ugly. Why couldn't you give me something more expensive? That's another thing too. But that's another thing too. Those are called gold diggers, because usually sometimes they'll date a male that's a gold digger, because all they want for them is their money. If you ever watched the episode from Tom and Jerry, Blue Cat Blues, this was a sad episode. I remember when I was like 5 years old, I did not understand this episode. Like I remember when Tom was trying to hook up with this white female cat, and then he tried so much for her to have her date him. But the thing is, she was a gold digger. She went after Butch, and that's even the whole thing, because Butch actually had way more things than Tom did. Like Tom sold everything. He even put himself into slavery just to try to hook up with this girl that he had a crush on. But then after when she rejected him so many times, he got into alcohol. He kept on drinking milk. They just did that because it was a kid's show, obviously. But that's the whole thing too, because like, and after that Tom got drunk, and then he got depressed, and then he sat on train tracks. And Jerry, he had a female mouse. It happened the same thing like it did happen to Tom. And then after that, Jerry decided to join Tom. And yes, it was a sad episode. And I remember when I was 5 years old, I did not understand that episode, but I was shocked too. And even at the end of the episode, Tom and Jerry just took their lives away. And then after that, that was the end of that. That was the end of Tom and Jerry. That too. They made more Tom and Jerry's after that, but after when they made that final episode of that, everybody was sad and mad about that, because that's the whole thing about love. Because some girls actually just want to go after someone for the money or for the looks or just for the things that they do, and like half the time love is fake. And just like what I talked about, that Gen Z is a sad generation. Yeah, Gen Z is actually offered as the sad generation or the most depressed generation, and it's sad. Like it's usually because of social media, like the social media that we grow up with. We see people that are in relationships and have that world like, dude, oh my gosh, I wish I was like them. And that's the whole problem of social media. Like literally on Instagram, you'll see these female models that you would be like, wow, oh my gosh, and then half the time you're like, bro, I have gotta delete Instagram, dude. And that's the whole problem about Instagram. They have so many female models on there that you just want to get on into, and that's the whole thing about social media. Like social media is like something that's like bad about something. And the other sad thing about Gen Z is that we're growing up in a time of stress and anxiety. Mental health struggles include violence, terrorism, active shooter incidents, and the COVID-19 pandemic, and race issues, and also suicide. Gen Z is 2 or 3 times more likely to complete or attempt suicide, and that's even the whole thing too. Like, and that's actually sad when some people just like take their own lives away. And like whenever you like hear someone that has had someone you've known for a long time, it's just sad because like every single time when you like someone, it just like doesn't really always work. And the generation that like we're in is sad, and usually half the time you just wish that you had someone in your life, but you can't change that because there's nothing you can do. And usually half the time you just and then half the time you just gotta like just go on with life, and then just wait for someone else to like you back. You can't rush love, and that's even the whole thing. You can't rush love. You just gotta wait till when love comes to you. And when you hear someone says, "Why didn't you have a girlfriend?" That's absolute children right there. There's even like some girls that would like, I've seen this on Instagram, that like, some girls like make fun of a guy that was like, he reminds me of like a friend that like I've like seen in school that like has never had a girlfriend and stuff like that. That's literally what I've seen on TikTok and Instagram. It's sad. Like, it is sad. And that's the, you see, and I literally hate social media because they always try to expose someone and make them feel bad for somebody else. There was even a TikTok video that I saw when this like guy said that he's never had a kiss, but then after a little while, the girl said, do you want to kiss me? And then the guy says sure. So as soon as when that guy leans over to the girl, she actually got the pie and splattered on his face. I tell you what, I would have been so hurt in my life for that. Even when they posted it on social media, I would be so hurt for that. Like I would want someone to I would want like a hug by like a friend, and I would be so hurt. And like some people would feel bad, or some would just like make fun of you all because you got pied in the face by a girl. And that's even the whole thing too, because sometimes people just pretend to do something to you, and then after that they just do something cruel to you. And that's the whole thing about this generation. Like, true love is rare, and you can't always rush it. So that's even the whole thing too. But just remember, you'll find somebody one day. Like sometimes we get depressed because we don't have a girlfriend. But just say this: love will come to me one day. You just gotta give it time and be patient, because you can't rush true love. You just gotta wait till when love comes to you, and love will come to you one of these days in your lifetime. And if you are single for the rest of your life, then that's just how it is. You just still gotta wait. Sometimes I say to myself, I feel like I might be single for the rest of my life, but I'm just waiting. I'm just being patient. I'm not even that desperate. I'm just waiting for somebody to come to me. If you want to hear more podcasts, please leave a like and subscribe.